Oh well. Is this going? Anyway. Yeah. I had to come on here real quick to talk about Cat Williams' stand-up, Woke Folk. Now, mighty strange that Cat is talking about the same shit that I'm mentioning in my latest videos that I've been uploading from the past month. Now Cat Williams want to get like Monet. Why? Oh, God. You notice he's talking about something. Everything I'm talking about. Notice he didn't touch on the fat girls like I said he wouldn't? He know those Wamba bats are the ones that bought all his tickets for them low vibrational niggas that signed their name with an X that was hooping and hollering in the front row. He touched on them briefly. Very briefly. Them bitches was nervous. He touched on ugly people. Did he not? Since I'm ugly, right? I was laughing. Yes, I was. I was laughing. What was the group of people that he talked about the most? You ask. His favorite. White people. And now he's talking about reparations. And guess how they was laughing? Didn't I tell you somebody would have to get airlifted out there, bitch? He was talking the same shit I be talking. I'm talking it louder and I don't give a fuck. Please understand that Cat Williams' script is the tragic mulattress that never is allowed back to Illuminati parties. he understand when all of this kicked off way back in the day with him years ago, he had already seen enough to have enough tapes for 20 years. He never had to be invited back to another Illuminati party to know what was going on with Diddy's. All he had to do was go to one. Like I said, Cat Williams' script is the nigga that is blackballed. Like Lizzo. That's their script. So we can side with them when they give us tea that we already knew existed. What in that stand-up did he tell us that we hadn't already heard? He touched on COVID. And have I not touched on that? He touched on reparations. And he also touched on why white people don't have empathy towards black people's generational pain when it comes to slavery. He talked on that. He touched on it. Wasn't they laughing? So I know that you niggas out there, you Wamba bats and Wamba beasts, middleweight linebackers, you pick and choose who y'all like. Because y'all be the same bitches that would be sitting front row at his show. Now, like I said, I'm not doing nothing for you to like me. Don't nobody like my videos. Do you think I give a fuck? People watch them though. I got a book coming out. So my book is going to be lambasting all of these fucking characters that try to hold me back in my life. And lo and behold, these niggas is the ones being clowned now. I cannot fucking forget that ever. Cheers, because I see you falling. Now listen, keep that same energy, babe. Because remember when it was Monet, Huawei, you thought it was funny. It was a key. Remember? Remember when it was that fucking key? To laugh at me. Yeah. I don't like this glass. You know why? Because it tips the alcohol down my throat the way I don't want to. You see how I got a little lip on there? I don't like that. So this is the type of shit, when you at the bar, either you gulp this shit all the way down, or you sip it. Because it don't allow you to gulp. Somebody tell Tasha K that. Anyway. Yeah, he touched on so many topics that he claimed now people was telling him that he was going to get canceled again for this stand-up. Like I said, his script has always been the mulattoes that's canceled. So we on to you now, Cat. We on to you. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. Fuck out of here. Okay. So, Cat trying to make it seem like he telling us something we don't already know, but now I see this is the new bag. Being woke is the new bag. I've been militant. Motherfuckers just don't know. Because I don't talk to them. And now that they see that I don't talk to them, now they know why. I just had to come on here and say something about woke folk. Sorry. It's okay. It's not funny. I'll tell you one thing. His most funniest stand-up is State of the Union during the 2020 pandemic. When Trump first won. Before the pandemic. When Trump first won. That was his best stand-up and everybody know it. His best one. That's where he did his best work. Side note. Even locks need a trim. I got split ends. You can't tell. But a loctician can. You see that? You see that? You see that? That's the local crackhead. Everybody know him. I'm telling you, you got to be versed in these streets. And so now, I'm so glad that Cat Stand Up came out, because I know a lot of these crackers that live in this neighborhood like somebody like Cat Williams. They like going to his stand-ups. They like being sunned by him. You know one thing he said in his stand-up that I've been saying? He said if it wasn't for black women, y'all niggas would still be in the Underground Railroad singing Kumbaya. It's a black woman that's got us out of slavery. Was it not? Black women. You ain't never hear nothing about no niggas running the Underground Railroad heaven. Who? Frederick Douglass, that's, you know, he sailed away on a boat in a handbasket like a little lily white girl. No, he ain't nobody to look up to. Oh, sailing away, nigga. Fuck out of here. And then when I went to England, I fell in love with a white woman. I determined that her beauty was far surpassed in a black woman. I'd never seen her beauty before until I went there. He's such a stepping and fetch it nigga. But this is the black men's predecessor. We should have known from watching Frederick Douglass that this is how our niggas was going to act. Let me see what's going on in the hood. Hold on. Anyway. I need a retwist. I'm about to dye my hair. Yes, I dye my hair. Just because I'm a natural redhead don't mean I don't dye my hair. I got gray coming in. Anyway. He said what I said too about Peaches. The slave that always got what she wanted. The slave that told her, tell your bitch I'm moving in the house. I ain't never going back out there on the plantation. You better get her together. Whatever the fuck you gotta do. You gotta drug her? Them bitches been taking dilaudid since slavery was invented, because ain't no way in this world she was allowed to pot fly with this nigga about all these half-breed mulattoes, Thomas Jefferson, running around with all this red hair. And you expect your bitch not to say nothing. Yeah, so he drugged her up. She been taking drugs. They bitches is used to being drug addicts. They will tell you. They called their women hysterical. Hysterical because she see this nigga making baby after baby with slaves. Instead of this bitch going to the kitchen and asking Hattie to boil a pot of water, wild grits green. Anybody? Every black woman know what that means. Let me tell you something. A man come home and him and his wife arguing, him and his chick arguing, and she stop and the house get quiet and she jump up and go to the kitchen and put a pot of boiling water on the stove. That nigga know he better get out of there, of that house, that apartment, that abode, before that water boil. And instead of Mrs. doing that, she decides to become a generational drug addict. It is what it is. Mrs. decide to become a generational drug addict. And nobody can tell her that she shouldn't be high all the time, because even her own man agrees that she needs to be medicated at all costs. Remember I was telling you about that little meme that I was in the white girl forum and they were laughing at a black and white meme of, what was it, Betty Davis sliding down the steps when she got bad news. That's how they are. When they get bad news, that white man tell her to go lay the fuck down and take her drugs and go to sleep. And just like Cat Williams joked, the black woman was like, I am not going back out there in the field. You gonna bring me back on my goddamn kids. You gonna tell this bitch to shut the fuck up, because I'm moving in. And if she pop fly, I'm a murker. Now, do she want to have some white babies or not? Because, see, I done had all 5 of yours, and they're healthy, ain't they? This bitch, she ain't carry a baby to save her life. Get mad, cracker. You know I'm right. You can't beat me, bitch. I saw you on Erie Avenue doing what y'all always do, getting high. So when you calm down or go to NA or something, then maybe you can step to me. Pretty soon you're going to need a fix again, so you better fall back. I seen you. I know them niggas, and they told me. Cheers. Remember you sent me that picture that year? Cheers. And what did I send you back? Cheers. Money in the air. Oh, you know what they say? This the Wamba bags. Mommy. Stop talking about them. They was good, white people. They was good to you. See, they can talk about you all day long. As soon as you turn the tables and start busting on them, start bidding on them, they start crying. Next thing you know, you find that bitch in the closet with a bottle of baby aspirin talking about she gonna off herself. She can't take the criticism. But yet still, this is a white bitch that'll come to her job and antagonize every black woman she want to be like with her butt in the front. Every white woman I know understand, if you thinking you this white woman I'm talking about, the shoe fit, because every white woman I ever worked for, even in the Fortune 500 companies, was hit. If I'm ugly, bitch. Ugh. If I'm ugly. Ooh, bitch, you look like the abominable Wamba beast that has to get cut out of her bathroom every morning just to go to work. Oh, I'm going in. I'm going to be the Black Andrew Dice Clay of comedy. Raunchy as fuck. I'm going to be like Joan Rivers was in her stand-up before she was a talk show host. Joan Rivers was a raunchy-ass stand-up comedian back in the fucking 60s and 70s. Yeah. I do raunchy comedy like Paul Mooney. You ever see a Paul Mooney comedy? You ever see him do a roast? You ever see him? Didn't he roast Richard Nixon? You ever see these motherfuckers roast presidents? And you all in your feelings because I called you a wamba bat, hair hat, linebacker beast with your Bigum's jacket, with your jelly ass arms. You gotta buy a man's Bigum jacket, Timberland jacket, just so you can have something to wear in the wintertime. You big bitch. Cause see my face shit up right. But my body is. Ah. You would kill for this body, wouldn't you? Ooh, can I say that? Can I say that? You would kill for this body, wouldn't you? I know you would. See, this body and these titties get mama money. It's not my fault your titties drop after you're 15, baby. I mean, you back. And my mom, guess what? When my teeth get straight, I'm gonna still be talking that shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna stop. I've always been a comedian, and now you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut Cat Williams down at the knees, and you know I ain't got to go for. It's just one shot. That nigga back to the bricks. Because that motherfucking stand-up was whack. And I kind of feel like you've been stealing my material, and I don't give a fuck how many fucking followers I got. You see motherfuckers be listening to me. I feel like you was one of them. Why you steal my material, Cat? Why? Why you do that? Cat Williams stole my motherfucking material. But see, I'm going to go in harder. Cat cannot ostracize your wamba beasts. He can't. He can't ostracize his wamba beasts. That's where his money come from. You should have seen the whole row was full of heavyweights. Ooh. Ugh. And I don't mean in a good way. Floyd Mayweather was not there. His ass is in Dubai. I'm talking about these heavyweights. Middleweight. Linebackers, they shoulders like this. Ooh. And they was like, ooh. Black and white. You should have seen his audience. It looked like half of them was white. The ones that could afford the good seats was all white. And he was going in on y'all motherfuckers. Like I said, Dave Chappelle can do it. And Cat Williams can do it. And I'm going to do it better. I'm going to be the Black Andrew Dice Clay. Get ready, motherfucker. I don't care. I'm going